check. Let's see. I see YouTube. 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right, shalom, family, shalom. Make sure you share, let everybody know that we're back on. We got cut off just for a second, but we are back on. The class is called This Is Not Your Rest. I am Officer Danyala, and my reader,
Soldier Malchiah.
All right. So we're just going to go straight into it. Just let everybody know that we're back. We're back at it. And I can't share. All praises a live class. All right, shalom, family that's on here on the chat. We're getting ready to get started. All right, so we left off at, go back up a little bit, Hosea 5:15.
The book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
Until they acknowledge their offense. This is why we're going through the things that we're going through today, so we can acknowledge who we are as a people. We're the only people that go through this stuff. We're the only nation that goes through all the getting shot down in the streets, getting the broken homes, all this stuff. We're the only nation that goes through this, so we can understand who we are as a people, right? Keep reading.
Till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
And seek my face. Is there more on that?
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
In their affliction, they will seek me early. This is why we getting our behinds jacked up in these streets. Why? Give me that in Deuteronomy 28, verse 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
In the want of all things. A driver's license, a death certificate, certification for a better job, to go to school to get your degree, all this stuff, right? The electricity, the water, it's all natural resources. We have to go to the other nations to get this stuff. Clothes on our back, food that we eat. We're not able to produce these things. We don't have a textile farm. We don't have a farm for food, for crops. With animals and stuff like that, we don't have that stuff. We have liquor stores, we have gas stations, we have a cell phone shop, weed shop. What'd you say? Planned
Parenthood.
And the churches. And the churches, man. That's about it. They don't have anything else. We have to go to the other nations for that. And then the stores that I just named, these businesses that I named in the neighborhood, they are ran by the other nations, right? So this is why. Oh, keep reading. There's more to that.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed you. We are destroyed as a people. We are destroyed as a people. This is why the Most High is putting us through hell for us to understand and get ourselves together so we can understand the assignment, right? Give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Because before we were destroyed, we was known as the greatest people on earth, right? So Deuteronomy 28:48 is a judgment for us being disobedient, and this is going to be a praise for us. What we're about to read now is going to be a praise for us for being obedient. Read. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
The Most High God has taught us statutes and judgments. He let us know what he's going to do to us if we don't keep the commandments and how to be in order. Right? Read.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Anywhere you go, you have to keep these commandments. Nothing changed. Read.
Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
This is our wisdom and our understanding. This Bible right here is our wisdom and understanding. Not Harvard, PhD, not a Yale PhD, not what's that online school? Phoenix. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny, but Esau telling you that his accolades, his schooling is where you get the wisdom. His history is where you get the wisdom and understanding. No, the Most High God said this book, the commandments, give us the wisdom and understanding. We was building communities and families with this back then, right? Read. Oh, and it says in the sight of the nations, right? That's how we roll. That's how we moved. People knew who we were. They were afraid of us. They was afraid of the Most High God because we had the one true God protecting us.
Right.
Only because we was study, praying, applying. Only because we was keeping the commandments. Keep reading.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
This great nation, we were a great nation. Surely, right? So they couldn't wait for our downfall. They couldn't wait till we went astray from the Most High God. Oh, we got them now. We got them now. And the Most High God allowed them to destroy us as a people. He said he's going to put that yoke of iron around your neck until you were destroyed like an animal, like a dog, like how you treat a dog and you keep him on a pole and you keep that leash on him until he stopped bucking and stopped running away. Now he's right next to you every begging second. You are destroyed. We are destroyed as a people. That's why we're going through it. That's why the Most High God said, I have to step back. I have to step back until y'all get it, till y'all understand. This is why it's important for us to remember to bethink ourselves. This is why it's important for that. All right? Give me that in Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. Another reason why we're going through all this, for we can understand, like I said, only Israel is going through this. Only Israel is going through the curses that the Most High God has placed in Deuteronomy 28. Read.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
All Israel has transgressed the law. There's no one faithful, righteous person at this point, right? Now we're waking up. Now we're following. Now we getting our lives in order, right? Now we making it back to the kingdom. But keep reading.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us. The curse that was explained in Deuteronomy 28, right? It's put upon us. Read. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. We have sinned against the Most High God. We did not keep his commandments. Read. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. Bringing upon us a great evil is affliction, is another word for affliction. Bringing upon us great evil that he explained to us that he was going to do if we didn't keep his commandments. If we allowed pride to set in, if we are content with everything that's going on with the other nations and dealing and doing the way they deal in the world, these great evils were set upon us. Read. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. Has not been done upon Jerusalem. All this is happening to Israel. But then you have people that's like, okay, well, let's dilute the history of the Israelites. Let's find the happy. I forgot how somebody brought that to me. I think it was my wife. Someone said, No, it was my wife. She said this. She's back in school. So this chick that was in the class, she was saying, let's find a happy place with slavery. How can you find a happy place with slavery? But these are the things that they want to take it. They want to strip it out of the books. They don't want to teach our kids our history. The only little bit of history that we have, the only bit of dignity that we have, the fight that we have. We're not fighting nowadays. We're just running our damn mouth on TikTok, on social media. We ain't out there like we were back in the 70s and the 60s, getting our butts beat up, trying to start stuff like Marcus Garvey, trying to start off and build his community, but getting shut down by his own people. Come on, man. They want to erase all that so we could forget all that so we could stay destroyed, so they can still live their kingdom and we still in hell. And you're okay with that. This is not your rest. You have to wake up. You have to wake up. It's the kingdom lives in you, right? Give me Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. I say all of that, and even leadership says all that. The bishops, the deacons, the captains, they say all that. We still got people that still follow after Esau, still follow after the other nations, still want to be like them. We got to wake up, man. Read.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness.
That's what it is at the end of the day. You despise this word. You despise the book. Either you're for a show. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're fake. You fake. You're for show. You despise this word. Read else.
And trust in oppression and perverseness.
And you trust in oppression. I'm not saying that I don't understand it. I understand. Right. You're breaking. If you've been in this world for 30 plus years, 20 plus years, and all that's all you know. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy for you to do it, but you got to do it. That is commanded of you. That is required of you. And when you have other men, other sisters that have had to get rid of their kids, had to get rid of families, had to get rid of everything that they were close and near and dear to serve, to put their brick in for the Most High God. You have people that has done that. And people going to look at you like, okay, you just don't believe. I've been in this truth for 8 years. Been through ups and downs for 8 years. So if somebody say something to me like, I can't shake it. I can't let it go. I can't let the cigarettes go. I can't let the hoes go. I can't let the drinking go. I can't understand there's a great reward for you. You're going to get your place back your position back in the kingdom. Your kids is not going to be shot down in the streets. You ain't got to worry about coming home to an STD. But just because you can't endure, you don't want to do it, or just because you don't believe you don't want to do it, it's nonsense, right? Trusting in oppression. Where we at? Give me Proverbs chapter 24. Proverbs chapter 24. We got to shake out of that, Israel. I'm saying for the unrepentant that's waking up, and for the people that's repentant, and that's being slothful in this truth. You got to have. We ain't gonna bug you. We ain't gonna beg you to do the work. But it's a simple thing. Is like, hey, bro, we got to do this. Oh, I can't do that. Or I'm not gonna do that. Or hey, we got 4 brothers that's gonna be able to put in on gas so we can go here and do this. Oh no, I don't like people riding in my car. The hell is this? The hell is this? That's simple. Simple, you're right. Soldier says simple. Man, look, you got to understand the assignment. Give me that 24 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men.
Be not thou envious against sinful or about a wicked man. Read.
Neither desire to be with them.
Neither desire to be with them. To hell with them, man. There is nothing that's going to profit from you doing that. I understand. Spend some time with them. Give him the word. If he's being a heretic, he don't want to listen. He don't want to act all crazy. Keep it stepping. Keep it moving. Shake the dust. Until he's willing to learn, to listen, to grab this, to grasp the wisdom that the Most High God is willfully wanting to give it to you. Yes, here you go. All praises. Here you go. But if you don't want to receive it, keep pushing, man. Keep reading.
For their heart studieth destruction.
They study of destruction. They spend most of their time in some wickedness, in some nigga stuff. I'm gonna just put it like that. I'm just keep it real. Cause out there in the world, we was night and day with it, trying to be the baddest B, the baddest in on the streets, trying to have a reputation out there. Yeah, you do that 24/7, but when it comes to these commandments, it's 3 hours a day, if that. We got to say, hey, at least read 4 chapters a day. Give me that in Baruch 4:28. We still good on the broadcast? Okay, all praises. How much time we got? All right, yeah, we're gonna read this and then we're gonna speed it up a little bit.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from God.
As it was your mind to go astray from God, after you left and you went to captivity and you've been destroyed, and your last name is Smith, Jefferson, Ferrier, Thompson, Thomas, all these oppressors' last names. Now is your mind to go astray, read.
So being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Now being returned to the Most High God, seek him 10 times more. Put in that work. Nothing else matters. Yes, you still have to have structure and order while you live here on this earth. You still have to, do things. You still got to provide. You still got to eat, you and your flesh. But I'm saying every time you wake up, every time you get a chance, it should be just the scriptures. How much time are you investing in yourself with the scriptures compared to the stuff? We still here. Compared to the stuff that is out here on TikTok, out here on Facebook, all the wickedness that's going on. So if you're sitting up here watching Atlanta Housewives, I don't know, all these crazy shows. I don't know, Wendy Williams. Whatever. Where these women is just wicked as hell. Where these men are just wicked as hell. You spend more time watching that, and you're not investing your time in the scriptures. You're gonna be what you invest your time in. Seek him 10 times more. All right. So go back to Proverbs 24.
Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 2. For their heart studieth destruction.
The heart studieth destruction. That's all that's going to happen. You're going to be on this path of destruction if you stay in the ways of America. Read.
And their lips talk of mischief.
Their lips talk of mischief. I can't stand being around somebody where they just is nigga, this, that, and the other. I couldn't even, truthfully, for me, growing up, when I was in high school, and, used to be on the phone with, females and stuff like that, man, I couldn't stand it if I came across a woman and she was like, man, you can't believe this whoop-de-whoop did to me and whoop-de-whoop. I'll hang up on you. I don't want to hear none of that. I can't stand a woman that talks like that just gossips and murmurs and just, But that's all it is. Read that part again.
For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief.
Their lips talk of mischief. Oh, man, I had the finest hoes the other night, this, that, and the other. We got drunk. We did this, that, and the other. You remember back 10 years ago when you did that? And, that's all they can talk about. That's all they can talk about. It's nothing but mischief. You are a grown man. You working at a job that has 401k. But here you are still fantasizing about 20 years ago. You still worried about getting out there and getting you 30 years old at the club. Bones popping, back is out of whack, everything else, but you in the club. Yeah, go home, take the shoes off, talking about, woo! If you grunt to get up, if you grunt to put your shoes on, your ass don't need to be in the club. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give me Sirach chapter 16. The Most High said, stay away from them. Stay away from them because they're on the path of destruction. So that's some of your family members. That might be you. You trying to hold on, you trying to help them out, or you just think you got it all together. No, you don't. You on a path of destruction. Like I said, this is not your rest. I bought you some time. You got it? Verse 1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 16 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
Okay. Let me get there. My bad. That's me. All right. So Rock chapter 16, verse 1. Because I want to dissect this a little bit. I want to get my Yawasop on. Bishop Yawasop, my bad. Go ahead.
Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
Desire not the multitude of unprofitable children. The Most High God is not desiring them. And he's telling you, don't desire them. There's no way you can help them. It's unprofitable. Right? Keep reading.
Neither delight in ungodly sons.
Neither delight in ungodly sons. If they're gonna be a nigga, let them be a nigga. Let them. You can make more children. You have a lot of children here in the body that you can take care of. Please believe. There's enough kids, boy, my God. There's enough kids running around here, boy. Don't be stressing about that one black sheep. That's the best way I can put it. Read.
Though they multiply, rejoice not in them.
Rejoice not in them.
Except the fear of the Lord be with them.
Say that again.
Except the fear of the Lord be with them.
Except the fear of the Lord be with them, because the Most High is going to deal with them. Like I said, they on the pathway of destruction. The Most High is going to deal with them. So don't you worry about that. Don't worry about that. Keep reading.
Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude.
And neither respect their multitude. It's a reason why. Because if we out here in the hoods and the ghettos and we're trying to reach out to people and they just don't want to get it, let them go. Why? Read.
For one that is just is better than 1,000.
For one is just is better than 1,000. Why? Because he knows how to build up. He knows how to build up a community. He knows how to teach other people to be him. Read.
And better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly.
So I jumped the gun on that. So it's better to die with one than, read that again.
And it is better to die without children than to have them that are ungodly.
Than to have them that are ungodly. You have children here in the congregation that is growing up to be kings and priests, young princesses, young daughters of Sarah up in here that's going to teach the next generation. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about, you know what I'm saying? If the kid is a nigga, let him be a nigga. Let him go. Lord's will, he'll figure it out. But if not, let him go. All right? Let's see. What was that, verse 4?
That was 3.
All right, read verse 4.
Verse 4. For by one that hath understanding.
For by one that have understanding, read.
Shall the city be replenished.
Shall the city be replenished. Shall the city be replenished. This is what we want in our communities. We want peace, and we want our communities to be looking like the other nations, how theirs look. Here we are on the east side of Oklahoma City. The east side do not look like Nicholas Hills. Right. It does not look like Yukon. It does not look like any of these rich neighborhoods. I went out to Blanchard the other day, man. Houses, and you got all this acres of land between each other, these houses. And then, I mean, it's well established, man. But black people don't live there. Right. You know what I'm saying? But here it is in the city, on the east side of Oklahoma City, you have buildings that's been here since Oklahoma has been certified as a state. That's 1904, right? So you got buildings that's well over 100 plus years old that's not preserved, that is ran down, that's busted. It got boards all on the windows and everything else. We're not building up our cities. They're destroyed. Our cities are destroyed because why? We have unruly, unrighteous people living in it. But the Most High said, don't worry about that. Keep reading.
But the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate.
They become desolate. Just like they allowing these cities to be desolate, they're going to be desolate. They're going to be destroyed. But if we endure, if we persevere through all this, we're gonna be back in our position, our rightful position. And we're gonna put these other nations to work and have them build up our neighborhoods, our communities. All right, give me 2nd Ezra chapter 5. Like I said, I'm gonna try to run through this. And you got that video ready? I don't think I'm gonna be able to play it. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 8.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Play the video.
So looking at his Instagram, I could kind of see he's loosely affiliated with a St. Louis group called it's a drill movement out of St. Louis. He was also an aspiring rap artist, and he went by the name SBSK Sav. In the latest Instagrams actually is his mother, who is sending her condolences, is basically posting on his page saying like how much she miss him and how he's gonna be, sadly missed. But at the same time, bro page got like hella guns and drugs and his mama on the page with him.
Oh, wait,
so
stop. I hope y'all catch what he's saying. He's saying that the man is active in the streets. He's out in the hood active, right? And on his Instagram, he sees him doing the most in Instagram on his feed. But he also see his mama on the side with him. She's okay in this madness. She's the one that's coaching him to go out there and be a man. That's not how you be a man. That's not how you handle situations, because you're gonna end up in an early grave. So now she wanna say that she missed and that she hurt her son. You created that demon. You created that devil. You made him die in the streets by training him up to be like that. That's what the scripture says. The menstruous woman bring up who?
Bringeth forth monsters.
Bringeth forth monsters. And you're that menstruous woman that brought forth that monster that got shot down. That got shot down. Keep playing, because he said something else too.
And drugs and his mama on the page with him. So she knew her son was in the streets. She knew her son was, a young St. Louis savage trying to come up in the streets or a rap game, whatever he was trying to do. And really she condoned that. We not here to pass judgment on a grieving mother, but we just wanted to put that out there, that his Instagram, his mother was on his Instagram. She posted on his Instagram after he passed. And if you go on his Instagram, man, it's like, bro was really out here. You know what I'm saying? So it seems that K Sav,
all right, pause it.
Harvey, 14 years old.
Pause it. We can't go through all the video. But as you can see, the image, the man pointing the gun, this is a 14-year-old boy. This is a 14-year-old. He's not even in high school yet. I think he's still in middle school. He ain't even hopped out of elementary all right. That gun, the gun is bigger than him. The damn drum is bigger than his damn head. Come on, man. But this is what you have. He's saying that we don't know if the mom is condoning it. She's on the feed. If you don't know what your son is doing, if you're not keeping up with your kids, what type of parent are you? Irresponsible, unfit. Get the next video ready. Give me that in Sirach 12. Sirach 12, verse 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
There's nothing that's good that's gonna happen to those that are always occupied in evil. This man, this little young boy, was occupied in evil 24/7. Just think if he applied the scriptures 24/7. What if he had the zeal to be in the Bible like that, to be out in the streets with the purple and gold on, waking people up? If he had spent more of his time doing that, he wouldn't be getting shot. He probably wouldn't be shot down in the streets dead. And if he did it for the Most High. But he'd be out there putting his brick in. He'd be known as great in the nation of Israel. But now his name is dung. It don't mean nothing. This ain't worldwide news. This is just a brother that's bringing out his own opinion. Play that next video. Yeah, we got another young woman out here just dancing on the feed, trying to be hood, trying to sip on the Patron. And then what? Oh, kid playing with a gun. Kid playing with a pistol. Like this, she don't even look like she care. Don't even look like she care. All right, cut that. This is what's wrong with our women nowadays. This is what's wrong with men too. Men too. Give me that Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. We're gonna talk about it's us in general. I know some sisters be like, hey, you always talk about the women. This is the men too. It's the men too. Like I said, we're gonna cut it short, but we're gonna go in on both. We all are held accountable. We all got to make it together in this hellhole to make it out. We have to come together. All right? Read. Verse 10.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination.
The ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination. Right? Read.
Which have neglected the righteous.
Has neglected the righteous. They don't want to go what thus said the Lord. They want to go with their own mind. Read.
And forsaken the Lord.
And forsaken the Lord. Read.
For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable.
He is miserable. We read in James where we're supposed to be in joy when we go through stuff, right? Yes. This man is miserable trying to be thug life. Trying to be a grown man, a grown-ass man out here in these streets. But he miserable as hell. Read.
And their hope is vain.
Their hope is vain. Read.
Their labors unfruitful.
Their hope is vain because they relying on the other nations to take care of them, not the Most High God, to bring him comfort through these scriptures. Read.
Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish.
Their wives are foolish. So here it is. You got the 14-year-old boy up here that's trying to take the place of the father, I'm assuming, because the father's not there. He's absent. Same thing with the little girl that had the little boy playing with the little pistol. Where's the father at? Where's the structure and order at? Right? Read.
Their wives are foolish and their children wicked.
And their children are wicked. That's why that 14-year-old boy got shot in the streets. And he got shot by his own family member. It wasn't like somebody, they call it an op. It wasn't like an op, somebody else that didn't like him. It was his family. It was his cousin that looked up to him. His 12-year-old cousin shot him down. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 13. Their offspring is cursed.
Their offspring is cursed. We're going to be cursed as a nation until we get this right. Until we know that this is not our rest and we come out of this hellhole and we come back to the Most High God, we're going to stay a cursed nation. Right? Play that video with the little girl, the Instagram video. Quickly. Let's go, IT. Hold on on that one. Play the video. Y'all need time? I'm hearing a lot of talking back there. Nobody's responding. All right. Well, let me know when y'all got it, man. All right. There's more on that? Wisdom of Solomon?
Yes, sir.
No, that was it. That's all I wanted because we cursed as a nation. Give me Sirach chapter 7. Hopefully we get this video going. See, the men supposed to get back into their rightful place. That was his girlfriend, they said. Oh, okay. I mean, in the picture, it shows his mama. All right. So we have to get back in our rightful order. In 1 Corinthians 11, he states the order. It's God, Christ, men, women, children, right? That's the part of the order. Men, we have to get back to our rightful place and order order these homes aright, right? You got it? Go ahead.
Get off of it. Yeah.
That's how your kid's supposed to move. When you come in the room, that's how your kid's supposed to move. It's supposed to be terrified. No, I don't want no whooping. I don't want discipline. I do good. I do good. That's how you supposed to move. Not out on the streets with a damn gun that's bigger than you and you could barely hold it up here shaking and stuff, doing all this. No, your kid ain't supposed to be out there doing that. No. This is how we supposed to put structure and order in the house. Your kid's supposed to be terrified just like that. Of course, when mama say no, the baby need to move too. We got to establish that too, because she up here saying no, she playing with him. She playing with her. Stop playing with it. They ain't your best friend. Your kids is not your best friend. Stop playing with them. Stop being soft with them. They need to move just like how daddy came in and she moved. That's how they need to move for you too. All right? Just because you're the nurturer doesn't mean you could be soft on them. Give me that. You got Sirach 7? Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 23. Hast thou children? Instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth.
Bow down their neck from their youth, so you ain't got no little knucklehead boy that's 14 years old running around the streets talking about I'm active with a damn assault rifle with an AR-15. I can't even get a damn scope for my AR-15. The hell? Where'd he get a scope from? At that age. Bruh, come on. Anyways, keep reading.
Hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
And show not thyself cheerful towards them. That's that playing with them, thinking they're your friend. No, they're not your friend. You're supposed to discipline them. They're supposed to understand their role in the household. They ain't supposed to talk back. They ain't supposed to ask questions. You ain't paying one lick of bill. Know your place. Right? Read.
Honor thy father with thy whole heart, and forget not the sorrows of thy mother. Remember that thou was begotten of them.
Okay, that was it. Verse 24, that was it. All right. So when you it says, hast thou children? Instruct them, bow down their neck from their youth. We supposed to bow down our kids' neck. We supposed to discipline them. Hell, discipline them when they come out the womb, when they start yelling and acting crazy. Hey, daddy run this. I'm just playing. But no, when they're at a point where they can understand their ways, or they can understand English, put it like that, like 2-3 years old, we got to be on them. We got to be on them, because if we don't, that little leaven, you already know. That little leaven, that's all you need. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. We're going to skip the other scripture. Because if we don't instruct our children, we're going to grow up, like the scripture says in Sirach 42, that we're going to be waiting, we're going to be up late at night waiting for our daughter to come home, and she's going to be out in the streets doing the most, on TikTok doing the most, and then come to find out she having a kid in your own house. Right? No. Instruct your kids at an early age. Don't be sitting up here trying to be nice on them. All right? Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Mm-hmm. The Lord thy God.
That's not what I want. 6 and 7. I'm sorry. 6 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
We have to teach the laws. We have to discipline our kids and be diligent. Read.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, mm-hmm. and when thou walkest by the way, mm-hmm. and when thou liest down.
When you go in the bed.
And when thou risest up.
And when you rise up. So that's all the time. For those that want to just study the Bible for 3 hours a day or 3 hours a month, a week, however, you're supposed to do this day in and day out. You start off by putting on your fringes. in your breakfast, your lunch, your dietary, the dietary laws, everything else falls into place. You're keeping the commandments 24/7. There's no part time. There's no room to be what's the H word? A hypocrite. There's no room to be a hypocrite if you're doing thus said the Lord. Right? So we're supposed to teach our kids all the time, not sometime. And they don't need to be on TikTok or YouTube. They don't need to be on there. If they homeschool and they have to go, learn from the computer and stuff, let it be just that. Let it be just that, because the longer you let them sit on there and watch all that madness, all that junk that's available for them, that's what they're going to become. You're going to look up one day and I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to do this Israelite thing, right? Give me Sirach chapter 25. Matter of fact, give me that image of the pastor real quick. Like I said, everybody gonna get it. The woman, the men, the children, and your damn pastor. This don't make no sense, because it all runs together. If you had structure and order in your household, stuff like this one, I almost said it. Stuff like this won't happen. Yeah, this one. Stuff like this won't happen. There's been, if you Google it, Dwight Reed is a pastor that married this 18-year-old girl. But when you start reading into what happened, he started building her up at the age of 15. Molding her to be his wife. And he's already been divorced like 3 times already. Give me that Sirach chapter 25, verse 2. But this is the thing. This is the thing that bothers me. Right? Scroll up into the comments. Scroll up in the comments. This disturbs me. You both look great, looking good, looking fabulous. Love, love, love this. All right now. How beautiful. Look, it's nobody concerned about this. Nobody's gonna say nothing about this. Nobody's worried about this man marrying and dealing on an 18-year-old little girl. She ain't even out the house yet. She ain't even she ain't even experienced life yet.
Bet you she didn't have a father.
Right. This is what I'm saying. If she had a father, he would put her in check. She would have known not to go after somebody like that, or allow somebody to be up there to build her up from the age of 15 until 18, and then marry her. Give me that scripture.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 2.
3
sorts of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud.
A poor man that is proud. God, dog. Read.
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich man read.
And an old adulterer that
old adulterer. Read.
That doteth.
That dotheth. That dotheth. That's not a regular Israelite word. I mean, even though it's in the Bible. But nowadays, we don't know what dotheth means. See if you can pull that up real quick. Dotheth. The meaning. I know I threw that up in the last minute. An old adulterer that doteth. An old man that doteth. It's Doatheth. All right, right there where it says, to love to an excessive or foolish degree, to have decreased mental function. Yeah, this brother, his mental is gone. And the people that's on that comment that's cheering him on, they're mentally special as well. They're remedial as hell. The hell is this? So it says, doth. What does it say? Especially to have decreased mental functioning, especially as a result of old age. And he's trying to sit up here and hang out with the Thundercat, the young 18-year-old girl. So, like I said, we are destroyed as a people, and we okay with this. We okay with the pastor not teaching us the Bible, but focused on this 18-year-old little girl. What are you doing? You're not setting the example. You're supposed to set the example with you and your wife. Whatever you go through, you're supposed to figure it out. Y'all supposed to have one mind. Y'all supposed to be on one accord. But you sitting up here, you had 3 failed attempts at marriage. Didn't want to go after a young little girl. This is what I'm saying. This is our image. This is our examples that we have. I wanted to go to 1 Timothy's, to explain the role of a bishop, a leader in the community. But this is not a leader in the community. All praises for Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Kanai, Bishop Jawasab. All praises for the deacons and the captains and the officers and the soldiers that's out here doing the work. All praises to the Most High because you're the image. You're the example that you're setting for these people or for our people in the hoods and the ghettos and the cities. Right? Give me that Hosea chapter 3, verse 4. I just want to go at it scripturally. But yes, the role of a bishop, that 1 Timothy 3:1, that's telling you how you're supposed to set the example. How you supposed to be a leader. How you supposed to be a bishop. Right? Give me that.
Hosea chapter 3 and verse 4.
Come on.
For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king.
Without a king. Right?
And without a prince. And without a sacrifice.
Right.
And without an image.
Without an image. We do not have that example outside of IUIC. I'm just saying because that's all I know. Outside of IUIC, we don't have that example. We don't have that image. We have Bill Cosby. They castrated him. We have Will Smith. He's going through it. Everybody, remember back in the day, it was like, like Will and Jada. Like, they used to rap about that. They used to sing about that. I want to be like Will and Jada. Hell no, not today. No, not today. There's a lot going on in that house. But they were the examples. This is what we had to look up to. Bill Cosby, this is what we had to look up to, right? Same thing with Nick Cannon. He was out there. He was stepping up, and then they shut him off. They castrated him. Now I don't know. Pray for him. Pray for him. But these are the examples that we have. All right. Give me Revelations 18 and I just got one more scripture after that. Understand. This is not your rest, Israel. We need to stop being comfortable where we at. We need to start moving and shaking like we don't have tomorrow. Literally. We need to be prudent. We need to be diligent. We need to be moving as if Christ is coming back tomorrow. Right? Read.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Come out of her, my people. The Most High God is saying, come out of her, my people. Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That you be not partaker of America's sins.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
And receive not of her plagues. Because yes, they on this America and these other nations are on a path to destruction. And you think everything you think fat meat is greasy now, you're going to be burnt to a crisp right along with them. Give me that 2 Peter. This is my last one. I'll go ahead and shut it down. Second Peter chapter 1, verse 4.
It's the book of 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 4.
Come on.
Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world.
Understand us as Israelites that's coming in this body, that's coming into this truth, and we're repenting. Understand read that again. We have escaped.
Having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust.
We have escaped the corruption that's in the world. That's through lust. That's what it is at the end of the day. You're lusting after what the other nations are doing. You want to be that. You're coveting after that, right? That's all corruption. That is all corruption. We have escaped the corruption. Hearing this truth, don't let little matters hold you back. Right? Don't let what's going on out in the world hold you back or put fear in your heart. Understanding when you read the Bible and you get the comfort of the scriptures, nothing can stop you. Nothing can set you back because the Most High and his angels got you. Read verse 10.
Verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Give diligence. Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. That's what you need to be focusing on, day in and day out. It said diligence, right? Read that again.
Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Make your calling and election sure. He pulled you out of that mess. So make your calling and election sure. And with that, I am Officer Danya Allah from IUIC Oklahoma City. And to my left,
Soldier Malchiah.
we appreciate you vibing with us. Appreciate you. Hope Lord's will, this is edifying. And with that, we say shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Shalom.